Hey, how's it going, Facebook? I hope everyone's had a really good day, whether you've been at work or whatever you've been doing. I hope it's been, nice and stress-free and relaxing. Today I'm talking about money, and obviously we know it's pretty much the be-all and end-all of, why we work in life, why we take education, why we look down career paths, why we, choose to spend all of our time in school and things like this. But have you thought about when you attain all of these fancy things that you want so badly, whether it's a nice new car or a nice new house, or you get the plates and cutlery that you want, the new sofa, the new TV, you kit your house out the way you want it, right? Now, I think it's pretty standard that to achieve any huge amount of wealth, we have to work fucking hard to do it. We have to work seriously hard, like paperwork coming out my ear holes. But if you think about it on another level, right, you work so hard that you end up, leaving your friends and family behind because, you're working 10, 11, 12 hours a day, you seclude yourself because you have to work everything in, work in the darkness, you've got to work in and get on with your grades and all these things, and, you eventually achieve a wonderful life for yourself. You have loads of money, great career and all these things, but you're sat there in your fancy car by yourself. You're watching your TV on your fancy 68-inch TV by yourself. You're eating, these lovely dinners by yourself. You're sat in your huge house by yourself, and the point, that's not going to happen with everybody, right? But the point I want to make is that when you look at money and what it does to people, I think it stops people valuing true connections that you have with people, the love and the friendship and the everlasting connection that you achieve with your friends and your family and the people who you have next to you. Like, it's all good having all the money in the world, but when you're sat on your island, on your Todd, drinking, eventually it gets old, When you sat in your car, it gets old. When you sat in your house, it gets old. It's just nothing. It's just another thing. It's another materialistic thing that weighs you down in this world because you got to tend to it, you got to look after it, clean, and all these different things. But when you take a step, and don't get me wrong, like, I'm not being a hypocrite. Like, I will experience all these things in life. I will treat myself, and I will feel what it's like to have that, just for the sake of it, just to then. But I know eventually I will look at, but it's besides the point. The point I'm trying to make is that I'm quickly realising that all of these materialistic things, all these things for money and that, is pretty worthless. It means nothing. It means nothing compared to the experience you have in life. It means nothing compared to your friendships and your relationships that you have with people, because have you ever, I don't know, you're falling out with your sister or your brother all the time and you think they're a dickhead and you're doing this and that, but there are those moments that you look at each other and you think, like, fuck, what would I do without you? Or you're having an argument with your mum or your dad, but then there's those moments where you look and you're so grateful that you have them, you're so grateful that they're there. Whether or not they're, still are and things like that, it's another question. We all have those things, but, it's something to think about. When you're trying to chase money and you're trying to chase this idea of a perfect life, this idea of something that's, got value in the eyes of others, but really it's just hollow. Take the moment to look at your friendships and your relationships and the people you love and make sure they're there. Make sure that you're looking after those people. Make sure you're giving them the time. Make sure you're spending a bit of time to understand how they're feeling and things like that. Don't get caught up in all of this work, all of this effort that eventually, means nothing. If you walk outside with people that you love and you go to different places and see different things and, experience that with somebody, whether it's your friends or your family, money ain't going to buy that. It might buy the trip, but it won't buy the experience, And I don't know, like, when you've not got anybody around you, you notice it. So for all of you people that, have your brothers and sisters and your boyfriends and girlfriends and you're fucking having a go at each other, you're moaning about each other, you're saying, oh, you're going to your friends and you're saying, oh, he's a dickhead, she's a dickhead, she's doing this, doing that. Take a moment, Take a moment to think what it'd be like without them. Because when you don't have them there, it's a hell of a lot worse. And I think that if we spend a bit more time appreciating each other and having gratitude for actually being in each other's lives, you're gonna see things a whole lot differently. Because not everybody has the people by the side, not everybody has people there to love them and keep them, I don't know, I want to say the word sane, but I think that's right. But anyway, yeah, you get the point. So I hope somebody took value from tonight, from the bits and pieces. I can see people going on and off, and for anybody that takes the time to watch it, I do hope you take value from it. This is why I do it. So take care, everybody. Have a great night, and speak to you soon.